Yo, it's Rev. I make music as Summer Starve. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the lyrics for the song Otherside that is on the Sanctuary EP. As a whole, I've said before that the record itself is kind of a meditation on coming to grips with this idea of rugged individualism, going out and finding who you are, and realizing that within that process, it's necessary for every human. It actually does have some cost for the people around you, yourself. And so I think a lot of the record is basically kind of working through that experience. Otherside, I think, really basically captures this feeling really well. The beginning of the track says, I was alone on my own, searching out my holy role. The idea of being out and kind of trying to find out what your purpose is, why were you placed on the earth, and that kind of existential question. And then the hero's journey when you're out on your own, chasing it. And kind of capturing how lonely that could be. So the beginning of the song kind of has this cacophony of noise, and then it stops. And then the voices come in. I was alone on my own, searching out my holy role. 3 different voices. All my own. One is, a softer voice, maybe one's a higher, I can't exactly remember. I think 2 doubled vocals there. And then one where I'm hollering out throughout the whole song, kind of like in a big room, hollering some of those lines. And kind of encapsulating the idea of like, you're alone, but you have all of these kind of competing voices trying to sing in harmony or in concert within your head, and feeling like you're basically the only one out there able to figure it out on your own. But it leads to the next line that says, running and rambling, I came across a canyon that I could not cross on my own. So on this journey of rugged individualism, you realize at some point that there's no way that you can do it by yourself. So that's kind of like what I was seeing in trying to, paint a picture of, is that when you're out there looking for who you are, you realize you kind of need others to help define who you are. And that's not a bad thing. I think it's actually an important human thing. We get definition in relationship to community. And realizing that there's a canyon, can't cross it by myself in this journey of self-discovery. I'm going to need someone else's help. I'm going to need someone else to help me cross the canyon. The chorus comes in with, how could I ever come clean without you on the scene, dragging me out of the quiet corner of my favorite dream. And again, this deals with kind of the concept of confession, of wronging someone either on purpose or on accident, and then having to come face to face with them and confess, or, fess up to what you did or make amends, And that fear of actually coming clean when the person's right there, And the idea of it's like being dragged out of your favorite dream, it's realities hitting. That the things that you've done, or the things that you didn't mean to do, whatever the case may be, it's kind of like a dragging out of a dream, plopped into reality, that in this pursuit, it did actually have impact on other people. The final bridge is actually kind of me just singing, I've been gone for way too long, come back home, it's been way too long. And that is the feeling, kind of the whole record of like wanting to be home and be safe and have everything right in the world, which will be hard to find in this world, but it's still kind of like a desire, and what the song is longing to, is pointing towards, is this idea that one day you will be safe and at home, and you've kind of been wandering around out in the wilderness for too long, kind of. So yeah, it touches base on a few of those concepts that I think the whole record itself is kind of made up of.